Ukraine continues. Families who fled and ended up right here in Northeast Ohio still face a long list of challenges.
As News 5's Clay Lepard shows us, the support for refugee students is there, but teachers say the resources required to help teens thrive are really hard to find.
You might have to add an ED or an ING.
In an 8th grade English class,
Not allow. How about that?
finding the right word isn't
There you go.
multiple choice or even fill in the blank.
Okay.
For 14-year-olds Yefem and Mikhailo,
Як цей рік тобі було?
It's very hard for me because I don't speak English.
І танцюй, коли він голос
with the
заб'є.
help of their classmate-turned-translator, Taras Pillay,
Там деякі класи, що тобі
these two refugees are in an epic game of catch-up.
I'm good at math, science, but my English and social studies not so good.
Take the words that you use, check them off, see what two are left.
Here inside St. Anthony of Padua in Parma,
I've been using a lot of Google Translate to help that out. All right, how are we doing?
it's teachers such as Peggy Krazel
The blank of youth.
finding a way to make this new home work.
Whatever we're doing, I'm trying to kind of do in English and in Ukrainian for them. But finding that resource in Ukrainian is near impossible.
It stretched us in ways that I don't think we were necessarily anticipating.
A puzzle for Principal Patrick Klimkevich, finding the right resources and learning materials
Не зрозумів питання.
for a language most considered obscure just a few years ago.
What you find is you find a lot of resources that are in Spanish. That's predominantly what you find. And our situation is completely different.
What's that going to be?
And we have not been very successful in identifying a lot of resources that cater to that Ukrainian language end of it.
What is out there seems to be more for our younger kids, not for our older.
A struggle trying to tackle the pillars of learning, even as some students' own current events keep them separated from their families.
My father can't go because the war, and maybe mother coming soon. I don't know. Maybe.
They're really escaping some pretty horrific, tragedies that they're experiencing at their home.
А типа я не швидкий.
Going forward, the school only expects its Ukrainian population of more than 40 students to grow,
The student, he arrived,
with the hope more resources can come help smooth the transition
English is a second language, English is a second language.
for students such as Yefem and Mikhailo.
If anyone knows how to share any of these resources or can help us with the communication, that's the hardest part.
In Parma,
We're trying our best. We really want these kids to really feel comfortable and welcome.
Clay Lepard, News